Hello, welcome back to WendyPaulet Consult TV. I'm Chinwe. The purpose of this video is to get you to answer the question, why? Why do you read the books you read? Why? What makes you pick up a book and decide to read it? What interests you in a book? How do you find the books you read? Why do you read the books you read? I'd like you to answer this question. You can leave your comments in the box below. Throughout this video, I'm going to be giving you my own answer, and I'll be sharing with you something really profound that I bet you're going to love. Let's get right into it. I didn't used to be a book person. I can't even tell you I am now, but what it is for me is just a way of figuring out how much I know. Does it sound crazy? I don't think it sounds crazy, but if it sounds crazy to you, welcome to my world. I believe the purpose of reading a book should be to expand on what you already know, because I genuinely believe that there's nothing new to learn. All you need to do is discover new depths of what you already know. I mean, books help me discover new depths of ideas I already know. I read because I'm interested in digging into my mind, not because I'm clueless about a topic. Can you relate to that? That's why I advise people to be aware of what they know about a topic before they start reading a book on it. And I say that for two major reasons. Don't you find that when you've been thinking about something and then you bump into a book that talks about that same topic, when you read it, it makes a lot more sense. You almost hear yourself saying stuff like, right? I knew. I think it's because of the resonance. You are resonating with what you already know. You can't resonate with a completely new idea. You resonate with what you already know. It's making a lot more sense because there is already a knowing within you that is touching, is lighting a bulb inside you. Do you understand? It's as if you are being reminded of what you used to know. That's what resonance is about. The second reason why I say you should be aware of what you know about a topic before reading a book on it, I find that when you study something you're not really interested in, or read a book on a topic that you've not really thought much about, it leaves you dependent on that authority. And as a human being, I think that's a tragic way of saying things. No matter the amount of years someone has in a certain field, I don't think it qualifies the person to tell you where you should stand on a certain topic. And I mean that with everything. I believe in that so much that if you disagree with me, I'll really appreciate you so much, because that's what it's really about. We should have our own opinion. I love people that have their own opinion and respect other people's opinion as well. Not like shoving their own opinions down other people's throats. We should all have our opinions, and that's where the beauty lies. For you to have your opinion, I have my opinion, and then when we discuss, we realize that, oh, we share similar opinions. It's not beautiful. When you depend on the so-called authorities, you miss out on the opportunity to think out your own conclusions. I love variety because that's what makes our world so beautiful. If we let one person decide what we think about a particular subject, our world would be so boring. That's one thing I love about the Western world. They pride themselves in their own opinion even when the next person thinks they're stupid. That's why you see 10,000 people doing the same thing in their own unique ways. And they don't feel threatened because they know that some people can resonate with their own point of view. I want us to cultivate the attitude of having our own opinions, especially on things that matter to us. Do you understand? Don't live your life defending other people's opinions. Okay, that's what this person thinks about it. What do you think about it? If you were to start from a new ground, forgetting what this person said about this particular topic, what would be your opinion about it? That's what I'm talking about. I was in a bus coming back from Lagos some time ago. I know, I was all over Lagos last year, so pardon my Lagos gist. And the guy beside me was reading a book I thought was really interesting. I've forgotten the name of the book, but the title caught my eye and I thought we could have a great conversation. So I asked him why he was reading the book so I could hear him think. And then he told me that it was among the books they asked them to read in church. I was just like, wah, wah, wah. I didn't want to give up because I really wanted to talk about the book. The topic was actually very interesting. Let me try and remember. I think it was something on consciousness. So I asked him, what did you think about the topic before you started reading it? And he told me, nothing, no. He didn't think about anything. So that's why he picked up the book so he can see what's up. And I just got weak. Now, I want you to really get this. Although he had so much to say about the book, he had so many interesting points to make. He couldn't give any credit to his own intelligence. He believed that without the book, he couldn't have thought about all those things. And that was just really sad because this was a guy that was just sitting there you can tell that, oh my God, this guy, like, there's so much inside of him that he wants to share. But because of how those thoughts were inspired, he felt that it was because of that authority. Do you understand? I feel that if he had his own thoughts about that topic before reading the book, no matter how shallow it is, he will recognize the similarities he shared with that author. But because he was limited by the thought that he was learning something new, he was oblivious of that fact. I'm not saying that you shouldn't give credit to great literature and all that, but I want you to give credit to the inspiration. Do you understand? Those people inspired those thoughts from you. Because if you are used to thinking your own thoughts, you find out that you can actually think out most of those things you read in those books. I mean, I've noticed that, and I'm sure somewhere in your life you can relate to where I'm coming from. Do you understand? I have so many people I admire. Oh my God, there are so many people. Like, I read a lot of literatures, but I read them because I'm interested in what this person has to say about this topic. Okay, this is what I think about it. What do you think about it? And then you realize that you guys share ideas to this point and then opposite ideas from this particular point. And it's really interesting. That's what makes life interesting. I just really want you to be able to give yourself the credit when you bring out amazing ideas from your head. Like, give yourself that credit. It might be inspired from books, it might be inspired from movies, it might be inspired from lectures, wherever the inspiration comes from. Don't forget to give yourself the credit that it was your mind that processed that data, that information to form that knowledge. So I really want you to start thinking your own thoughts. Start making up your own opinions, no matter how controversial they are. Like, have your own opinions. The people that we hear about today are the people that have those controversial opinions. You can't come and you be hearing about someone that has the same idea with everybody. Like, those people are boring. Like, the people that make things happen in this world are those people with controversial opinions, and you are one of them. So start thinking your own thoughts. Don't settle for what others think about a particular topic unless you agree with them, unless you resonate with them after you have thought your own thoughts. When you really start thinking, you see yourself gravitating towards books and materials that give you in-depth knowledge on whatever idea you want to explore. So it's no more your lecturer or your pastor or your priest that is recommending books for you to read. It's now based on your interest. You are choosing what you want to put into your mind. And like I said earlier, when you start thinking really, really deep, you find out that you have similar ideas with those gurus, those authorities, or even more advanced ideas on that particular topic with them. And the confidence that comes from knowing that is what I want you to experience. Like, it's so delicious. It will take you to unimaginable heights. That's why when you hear about some inventions, you're like, I could have thought of that. And whenever you think that you're right, I mean, anybody could have thought of that, but there's a reason why those particular people figured it out. Do you understand? Because they were thinking. A genius is just someone that has focused on a particular topic long enough that she articulates that understanding and share it in a simple and meaningful way with others. And anyone can be genius. You just have to think. Albert Einstein was famous for his thought experiments. He dedicated a good number of his time to just thinking. Not research, just thinking. Pure thinking. There's a TED talk I watched some years ago. It was delivered by a 12-year-old boy called Jacob Barnett. He made a statement that has stuck with me since then. He said something like, when you stop learning, you start thinking and creating. And there's enough proof to that statement, because if you check all the amazing innovations and inventions, they were not done by people who were learning what had been done before. They were done by people who were thinking of new ways to do a particular thing. Do you understand? I'm going to link the video in the description box below along with the other links, so you can find the video and watch for yourself. It's really, really powerful. This boy was just 12 years old. I think it was in 2012 that he delivered that TED talk. Yeah, so watch the video. You will love it. Like, it will open up your mind. So, my dear friend, start thinking today. Okay, that's all we have for you in this video. I hope you found it really useful. If you like this video and want to see more of it, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and you get updates whenever we upload our weekly videos. But first, you have to turn on your notification. You can also subscribe to our newsletter via the link in the description box below, and you get notified whenever we upload our weekly videos. You get a business plan template once you sign up, free materials and personal updates from me that I just don't share anywhere else. If you enjoyed this video, like and share with your friends. You never know who you might be helping. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next video.